Tonight, report on when Barry Lukaitis returns to a Grant County court, and a man allegedly sells stolen guns to undercover police. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Freda picks up a couple of wins on the hardwood, and Quincy wrestlers drop their match to Toppenish. Let's take a quick peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Hi everyone, meteorologist Mike Sines here. Storm system making its way on in here. Just how long will it stick around? I'll let you know coming up in weather.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Barry Lukaitis returns to a Grant County court on Friday for a hearing to set a sentencing date. Lukaitis, now a 34-year-old man, is presently serving 2 life sentences and an additional 205 years in prison for killing 3 people in 1996 during a school shooting at Frontier Middle School classroom when he was 14. He was tried as an adult and convicted of 2 counts of aggravated murder in the 1st degree, murder in the 2nd degree, and several other counts. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The case is being handled by the Spokane County Prosecutor's Office and the Grant County Department of Public Defense. Lukaitis is expected to be resentenced to comply with the law and the Supreme Court decision. The Moses Lake School Board is holding its first community forum of the year on Thursday at the Knowles Vista Elementary School Library. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
The Moses Lake School District is holding its first community forum of 2016 tomorrow from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in the Knowles Vista Elementary School Library. School board members Eric Stones and Oscar Ochoa will answer questions and address concerns about issues relevant to the district. Superintendent Michelle Price and Assistant Superintendent Josh Meek are expected to attend as well. There is no specific agenda for the forum, and attendees are asked to bring questions for district members. The Moses Lake School District Board of Directors voted to hold monthly community forums during the 2015-2016 school year to keep residents informed and to present opportunities to speak to district personnel directly in an open format.
We absolutely encourage you to get involved, be involved, and reach out to your elected board members. You know, we are here to serve the, first and foremost, the children of our community and our community as a whole.
In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
The Port of Quincy is receiving $225,000 in funding to install water pipe along 13th Avenue Northwest. The Grant County Commissioners approved a $150,000 grant and a $75,000 loan through the Strategic Infrastructure Program. The program uses sales tax to pay for projects to promote economic growth. The roughly 2,000-foot extension of water service allows the port to attract between 200 and 300 new jobs from the Dofex Fruit Company. The company operates sagebrush orchards and wants to put a fruit processing facility in Quincy, according to the port's application. The company bought 73.6 acres on 13th Avenue Northwest for $2.1 million in 2014. The project is estimated to take about 4 months to finish. A Moses Lake man allegedly sold 2 stolen firearms to undercover detectives on Monday. Detectives from the Interagency Narcotics Enforcement Team reportedly made arrangements to buy 3 pistols, a shotgun, and a rifle from Brandon Sarame, a 28-year-old man. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, Sarame reportedly met with the buyers, not knowing they were undercover detectives in the parking lot of Walmart in Moses Lake. At least 2 of the guns Sarame tried to sell were reported stolen. Sarame is a convicted felon and was arrested for 5 counts of unlawful possession of a firearm, 2 counts of possession of a stolen property, and 2 counts of trafficking stolen property. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
Hi everyone, this weather segment brought to you by Barry Motors. I'm meteorologist Mike Sines with a look at your weather headlines. We are going to see snow is going to continue tonight at 50%. This is going to be into the late night going into Thursday mornings when we're going to see those chances for snow. And warmer air is moving in. That's why instead of me putting here precip chances, we're actually going to see rain chances. The air in the atmosphere is not cold enough for it to continue to follow snow within the next days. That's why we're going to see a warming trend. Taking a look at our almanac for us here in Ephrata, we can see we reached a low this morning of 28 degrees. Precipitation total was 0.24. That fell as snow, and the sun set at 4:41. However, we couldn't see it. We're still mostly cloudy skies, winds blowing from the southeast at 5 miles per hour. Currently 35 degrees outside your doorstep. As we take a look at our next system, it's already starting to make its way in here. This is a storm system that's going to be affecting us Thursday into Friday, and that's already going to be making its way in here tonight. Low pressure system, you can see it here, huge low pressure system going to be impacting us in the way of snow for a little bit, but then it's actually going to be making its way into rain. You can see the already portions of that system making its way on in here. As we take a look at my Futurecast model, we can see this rain snow already starting to make its way in here as we head into Thursday, especially 4 a.m. It's going to be falling as snow first in the very early morning hours, and then you can see as we transition into roughly around 8, it's going to fall as rain for us here in Ephrata and snow up in towards areas north where the air's still going to be cold enough here up in the northern portions of our viewing area. Out towards the west, rain going to continue as heavy to moderate rainfall, so do be careful out there on the roadways as we will see potential for maybe some isolated flooding within the next few days. As we can see, this moisture is going to continue to make its way on in here, calling for rain. As we take a look at my forecast, calling for cloudy around the 1 o'clock area in Yakima, but take a look out towards the west where they're going to be seeing rain showers continue, temperatures into the 50s. Taking a closer look for us here, Yakima in Ephrata, 40 with rain and showers in the area. My extended outlook calling for rain chances to continue, 60% chance of showers into tomorrow as well as Friday, 50% chance. That system still lingering around for Thursday with a 50% chance. Then the atmosphere stables out just a tad. Temperatures going to be anywhere from the 40s to 30s, lows in the 30s, and by Sunday, sunny skies. Thanks for watching Sports Next.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
High school wrestling action heated up in the Basin last night as teams make their final push towards the postseason. It was a big CWAC showdown in Quincy last night as the Jacks were looking to knock off undefeated Toppenish. Things got started off on the right foot for Quincy, with Raul Barreas coming away with the 3-0 decision over Alexis Rubio at 1:32. But the Wildcats ran off 6 straight to make it 24-3 Toppenish. Ichi Ramirez snapped the streak with a 4-3 decision over Salvador Osorio in the 182 weight class. The top cat in the conference then went on to take 4 of the final 7 matches to win it 45-21. Quincy falls to 3-3 in league action. The Jacks are back on the match Thursday in Othello. Rounding out the action, it was afraid of picking up a huge 56-28 win at Sela to stay alive in the thick of things. Othello beat Grandview 51-22. Round ball action in the Basin last night saw the Tigers getting a big bounce-back league win. Colin Ammon drained 24 points. Bryce Davis added 23. And the Afraid of Boys beat Toppenish 80-67 on the hardwood at home last night. The win snaps a 4-game skid and gets the Tigers back in the postseason race. Ephrata jumped out to an early 21-6 first quarter lead. Both teams were on fire in the second, posting 46 points on the board. The Tigers held a 41-32 lead at the half and then blew things wide open with a 27-point third quarter. The Wildcats rallied for a 25-12 fourth quarter run, but it was too little too late, and the Tigers came away with the W. The win puts Ephrata at 5-8 in the CWAC league standings and back in the thick of it. The Tigers look to gain more ground when Ephrata hosts Wapato Friday. The Lady Tigers picked up a much-needed win over Toppenish to move to 7-6 in the CWAC standings. Senior guard Katie Hillard set the pace for Ephrata with 20 points. Harley Vanetta added 18. It was a back-and-forth first half that had the Lady Tigers up 23-21 at intermission. The Wildcats edged out front 38-37 after the third quarter was in the books. Ephrata took control of the contest with a 22-11 fourth quarter run. The Tigers match up with Wapato at home Friday in another crucial CWAC showdown. J.R. Delgado knocked down 18 points. Tanner Scone and Pedro Gonzalez added 10 each. And Warden got past Riverview on the road 63-58. The Cougars dug themselves an early hole down 14-0 after missing their first 8 shots. It took Warden a couple of quarters to crawl back in it with a 27-9 third quarter run. It's the 3rd win in a row for the Cougars, who moved to 4-1 and into a tie for second with Mapton and 1 game back at Kittitas. The Lady Cougars overcame a plethora of turnovers to pull out a 45-43 overtime win. Warden led 33-24 at the break and was up by 10 points with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. But the Lady Cougars lost their cool with Riverview's half-court trap, and the lead shrank to 2 points with 38 seconds left. The Panthers tied it, and Warden had a chance to win it in regulation, but missed a shot and a putback as time expired. Big Bend hosts Columbia Basin College in NWAC basketball tonight. We will be bringing you the game live on Channel 1. The Lady Vikings kick off the action at 6. We'll be back after this short break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the Moses Lake Chamber of Commerce Business Expo on Tuesday night at Big Bend Community College. Reporter Cameron Probert was there and has the story.
People had a chance to see a bit of everything the Moses Lake area has to offer Tuesday night. Moses Lake Chamber of Commerce held its annual Business Expo at the Big Bend Community College ATEC building. More than 60 organizations, including businesses, community groups, and government agencies, participated. Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Debbie Duran Martinez said the event allows the groups to network with each other and the public.
It's just a way for our business community to be showcased, let the public be aware of products and services. It's also combined with our traditional business after hours that we hold each month. So it's a networking social, and we extend it for just an extra hour. So it's a 3-hour event as opposed to business after hours is normally just 2.
The event was the largest in the history of the expo.
Yep, everything's going great. Lots of interaction, lots of chit-chatting going on in there that I can hear. People are having a great time.
One of the businesses attracting attention was Inland Cellular, which had employees moving through the crowds on hoverboards. Tony Mastroberardino, a marketing manager with the company, said they like to give back to the communities they live and work in. The company was holding a contest where people could come and spin a wheel for a chance to win several prizes, including can openers, t-shirts, and coffee mugs.
We just like to be out there and having as much positive influence and, being involved as we possibly can.
For the Moses Lake School District, the event gave Superintendent Michelle Price a chance to talk with the community about recent decisions by the school board and the potential for a bond for a new high school.
So we are chamber members, and we believe strongly in the businesses in Moses Lake and that we're part of that business community, and so we want to not only be supportive but also make sure that our community members that are participating see us as school district also as a business.
The superintendent said the district takes every opportunity to be around the community, and the event gives them a chance to interact with hundreds of people during the course of 3 hours. For first-time attendee orthodontist David Feller, the expo let him meet people, including potential customers. He said they like the small-town feel in a large market. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
We'll be right back after this.
We are real students, and this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Welcome back. Non-union Grant County employees are getting a pay raise. The Grant County Commissioners agreed to a 1% pay increase for non-union employees. The cost of living increase is separate from the increases employees receive for the length of the time they work for the county. Commissioner Cindy Carter said the increase is based on the Consumer Price Index and is less than previous years. The commissioners previously said they use the increases to retain current employees because they have experience. If the commissioners didn't offer the 1% increase, only newer employees would receive an increase. 2 positions are open for the board handling property tax appeals. The Grant County Commissioners announced Tuesday they are seeking 2 people to fill 3-year terms of the 5-member Board of Equalization. Applicants need to be Grant County residents, at least 18 years old, and able to attend the state-mandated training within a year of being appointed. The board is responsible for hearing appeals from property owners who disagree about the appraisal of their property. They are responsible for assuring the property is assessed at true and fair market value. The board holds at least 7-day-long hearings a year. They receive $75 per day and are compensated for expenses. For more information, call at 509-754-2011, extension 2931. In Northwest news, February is Black History Month, just a couple of weeks away, but a college in Oregon is introducing another Cultural Heritage Month in April, and it's raising some eyebrows. For CNN, Emily Sinvik has a story.
Have you heard about this?
No, I have not. I would think I would fall into that category.
Some students weren't sure what to think.
Does it have to be called the Whiteness Month? Just weird.
They were uncertain about the purpose behind the project.
Well, I think we need to clarify the purpose of the Whiteness History Month project. You know, it's an invitation to a dialogue about whiteness, the construction of whiteness politically and socially.
Kurt Simons is the Dean of Instruction at PCC. He tells me the college is weathering a storm of strong reaction from folks who don't understand the title. He says that was the idea, to stir up a conversation.
I think in this point in time, a lot of people don't like to talk about it because it's ugly, but it's necessary. It's happening. We're in a city right now that is heavily gentrified. So I think it's something that needs to be talked about and exactly needs to be acknowledged.
Most students we met felt race relations is not a serious problem on campus.
I think it's pretty open. I think it's changed a lot. I'm from the neighborhood. I went to Jeff, so that was a predominantly all-black school, and here I am at PCC, and it's definitely blended.
But even the students who feel comfortable here say there's always room for improvement.
Like she said, we talk about Black History Month and we celebrate it, and I'm actually both, black and white, so I think it is a good need.
Dana Olson was supposed to get married in Seattle this past weekend, but her family says the groom got cold feet and called it off. So Olson took her sadness and turned it into something special for Seattle's homeless. Cairo's Deborah Horn has the details.
You would never know the idea for this unusual wedding reception came out of heartache. The band is here. The rambunctious guests, too. Even the bride's mother is on the dance floor. Only the bride and groom are missing. The party to celebrate what was supposed to be their wedding day transformed instead into a night to remember for 150 people who have no permanent place to live. This was supposed to be a very different day for you and your daughter and your family.
That is so true.
Karen Olson's daughter, Dana, decided she wanted to donate the reception to a charity. With the help of her grandfather, they settled on Mary's Place, a shelter for homeless families.
And so after contacting them and looking into the organization, we thought that's a perfect match.
Mary's Place found hairstylists and makeup artists willing to donate their services to give these families a kind of makeover, a chance to turn a terrible wrong into a right.
It's sad, you know, it really is, but I think it's great that instead of throwing away all the food, she's doing this.
I asked what message Daisy Walter has for the no longer bride-to-be.
Thank you, and I hope everything works out for you.
That's going to do it here for us at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.